Tell us what the streamer network is.
Streamer network was really started because of our experience. It's a network of streamers, obviously, that try to support each other with us at the helm. Number one reason any small business fails is they're undercapitalized. They feel like they're alone. They don't know who to turn to. They don't have enough money to stay in business. They might not be able to, they get torn by decisions and making the wrong decision, find themselves in a state of stagnant. They never can really climb out of the hole they may dig themselves into. In essence, is our way of trying to support other streamers. It's a business move. Our goal of it as to the moon is to also make money, but the way we do it is by not buying stuff and just reselling it. It's making connections with companies, card companies, physical collectible companies, and using what we've built so far, what our vision is, the people that have joined the network to get product at a price that can be sold at a profit and basically empower the streamers that are trying their best. It's a very fun business to get into, but it's very difficult. And there's a lot of competition because it's a very crowded space and it's only going to get more crowded. It's a place to learn about new products and potentially through us get product at a price point that you can make money and have shows and not just do a show once a month when you're able to find someone on eBay that'll sell it to you a smidge below what you think you can sell it for. It's real connections. These people are real business people. They want to do this as a business. They're motivated to do it, but there's hurdles to entering the streamer space, the breaker space. And the biggest one is getting the product at a price that you can do something with. And so our goal of it is to be able to provide and assist other streamers be successful.
Who do you think the streamer network is for? Is it for newer streamers, established ones, or a mix of both?
I think we've started out catering to those that are just starting out or relatively small. I think that a lot of the big streamers that stream 40 hours a week have connections already and are finding product in unique ways or have already made these kind of partnerships. I think what we're trying to do here is build the connections. To the Moon is going to build the connections, and then our community can benefit from those connections that we've worked really hard to build and to sign contracts with and to establish credibility with. Like, they get to benefit from some of that work and we get to benefit as well. And I think we cater to the smaller streamer. We want to be better at catering to those that have never even streamed at all by providing content and educational material. It's something we really need to work on. Right now, we're catering to those that have started, that have the platform and need inventory. And we did that very successfully with Vibes, and it was so rewarding to see our first kind of release with the network of product. Like, those that took a risk on us and a risk on the network, they won. And that felt really good to sit back and watch the streams of the people that purchased this product through us to be successful. Could we have kept all that and resold it or made money and done our own streams? Yes, but that's not what we're building, right? We're building for the long term here. And that means other people have to be successful for us to be successful. So, gosh, what a moment that was, like watching people sell the product that we had sold them, not because we'd made money, but because it worked, the bridge worked. And so, again, one of those moments that you're just like, wow, like this really worked.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of these streamers, especially early on, these are our friends, like we're friends with some of these people and we're essentially competitors, right? We're all kind of competing for time slots and attention of the limited amount of buyers of the products, these niche products that we have. We're not breaking, Topps Chrome baseball here. We're talking about a niche product. And so, we're all kind of fighting for attention. And Jay and I are like, well, there's two ways to go about this. One, we have to stream more, right? We can use these relationships. We have a relationship with Orange Cap, with whoever. We can get product at a price where we can make money. So we either stream more and get a monopoly on this thing because we can, buy it at the cheapest or least expensive price, and just be the people for that product. But that's just not what Jay and I's ambition is. We love streaming. We love it. I look forward to it every time. But I also love sleeping. I also love my other business and my children and my wife and, so like, I'm not streaming 5 nights a week. I don't want to stream for 8 hours for the day, so like and that's the one way that you can do what we're doing and be successful, or rather than competing against our friends. And because we know live commerce is going to be it's going to continue to grow. It's going to continue to grow. More products are going to be put on there. It's going to be how a lot of people build businesses. So many businesses will be built through live commerce in the next 5 years. Rather than just fight tooth and nail with all of these other streamers for attention, what if we all kind of like support, like for us, for To the Moon, we could either stream more or we can try to be the bridge by doing it, but not at their cost. We're not scrambling, buying it at, and then just overcharge it. We're trying to get the companies to charge less for us so that we can sell it at below retail so that they can be successful. That's our ambition, our goal. That's, to us, was way more rewarding. That was the way more rewarding path, was to, try to leverage these deals, use the wonderful streamers that we have met, and essentially our friend, a lot of them being our friends, and get it so that we can all be successful rather than fighting against it. If we just wanted to build To the Moon as a streaming platform and that's it, we would want other people to stream less. Now we want as many people to stream.
What do you think is the biggest benefit of having other streamers to talk to? So like you guys have Streamer Network, for anybody who doesn't know, is a whole platform where people can go on and you can like talk to other people. There's different sections where you can talk about, you can sell your own product for other people to use. What do you think is the benefit of having other streamers to talk to and like exchange ideas?
Yeah, I think that it's, the whole like tagline of it is streamers helping streamers. And it's not just us being streamers helping others, but, there can be, and hope that one day there's even more so a community aspect to it where, we have found ourselves where we bought a certain amount of product that we didn't have the time to get to. We overbought on a particular product, and it's happened many times. We bought a product that just didn't connect with our audience, yet the product is crushing it for others. It happens. And so we find ourselves with boxes and boxes of a product that, we're not selling well. So we turned to eBay and tried to find, and I found that who we were selling this product to was other streamers. And it's like, why do we have to cut eBay in? So it was like, if there was a place that, I could go to our friends or our counterparts or peers in of streamers, everyone has different audiences. We're not for everyone, and everyone has their own unique approach to everything. And, a product might be more passionate to me than it is for someone else, and vice versa. So if there's a way that we can sell our excess product that we're not having that much success with to someone who is, and give it to them at a good price where I can recoup my money or make a lot of it back, give me that liquid cash back so that I can go buy something else. Because in this game, liquid, buying power of cash is so important, and timing is so important, and all of the things. So it's such an important thing where you sit on a product, you're sitting on thousands of dollars that you could use on something else that would generate more thousands of dollars, but you're sitting on this because you want to focus on the $100 per box you're going to lose. It's just like, but if you found someone where you can eliminate those fees of somewhere else and do a private deal, and because you're in this community, there's a level of trust, hopefully, and there's it's a way for them to support each other. But also stuff like, what camera do you guys use? What mic do you use? What platform are you on? We are not very, very well versed on TikTok, and yet there are people in the network that are. So we might have questions for them, and within the network, we can actually do a live stream and talk to the streamers directly, which is what we have done in the past.
Where do you see, or what do you see the network become within the next year?
Yeah, I think we have some big partnerships lined up. I think the goal is to bring more intellectual properties to our network. And I think as we bring on more IPs, we'll bring in new community members. I think for us to grow, we have to provide significant value. And I think right now we've done that to our micro community, but when you start talking about a larger community, you really need to kind of over deliver. And so we have gone after companies that we feel like can deliver a diverse product list. One being Kakao. Kakao produces cards of all different types, from Harry Potter to famous television shows to Disney to Marvel. And they're an international brand. Yeah. And so they're an international company that we could not just, we don't have to just sell to the US. We could actually start, trying to sell globally. That's going to, a discount on that product allows people to be really creative because it can check so many boxes and so many different audience types. And so that's a big one for us. I think trying to grow the community aspect is really something that we need to do a better job of. Like, we created the place, but we haven't really fostered the community aspect. And so I think Tom and I are both taking that personal as something we need to do better at. And I think the goal is to have the streamer network grow organically through word of mouth. My goal is that streamers are saying, they're telling their 5 streamer friends, hey, like, I was able to get product at a great price from this place, right? And that's how they find us. We'll be spending some dollars on marketing and spreading the word and trying to be creative with targeted advertising. But we want to deliver such a good experience and such good value to our members that it's happening on its own. And so I'm hoping that by the end of 2026, we're seeing growth because we're delivering.
Yeah, bringing in more companies to get on board with the streamer network is the goal for 2026 on our side. That's what we are trying to do. And Kakao is a massive win for us. It's a global company. It's internationally based, but they, so many familiar brands. And we're there. We got it. And so now we'll be able to bring Kakao products to the streamer network at a price that they can make money on. And so to me, like, that's such a big opportunity to grow beyond our niche, micro communities, as Jay was saying, of Web3 and physical. It branches out, and they are bridging the gap between Web2 or digital and physical collectibles by collaborating with Web3 brands like Pudgy Penguins. That was a massive deal for Pudgy Penguins when they did a collaboration with Kakao. And so they're targeting a Web3 crowd to get onboarded. And that's really where the opportunity for us resides. And everyone in our streamer network right now is somewhat connected to Web3. We have not branched out because we have been focused on the Web3 intersection. That's been our niche. Now you're talking the Friends, the TV show, Game of Thrones, the biggest show ever, Harry Potter, the biggest, you know what I mean? So like, these are things that you're going to get viewers and people in your show that have no idea what VFriends or Pudgy Penguins are, but they know Harry Potter. You know what I mean? So this is going to be a huge win for the network. We hope. So the goal is
we hope, yeah.
The hope is that people find success with that. Also, the community aspect, the swapping thing, that's not there yet. We've had one launch. It was back in August. So it's not currently the place people aren't hanging out in there, right? Those conversations are not happening as much. There's not enough people. And the people in there, we all kind of know each other. We all kind of swim in the same ponds on other social platforms. It's not needed to ask in there yet. The goal then is that there's going to be a bunch of new people in there that don't know what VFriends is and get onboarded to what that is. And then they are now interested in VFriends breaking. And then the community members that we've been selling to or whatever are now finding new streamers on there. And it's all because of the streamer network. That's the goal for 2026, is for it to be a little bit more diverse of a crowd so that those conversations are had. There's very small amount. It's not supposed to be a place where someone hangs out all day and socializes. You go there, these are business people, right? These people are streaming, they're trying to make money, side hustle or main hustle, doesn't matter. They're there to do that. So when they have a need, they have a place to turn, but they're not going to be sitting in there and having, just how was your weekend conversations, right? When I talked about the streamer network not being a place with a lot of conversation, that's now. That's in between products. Back then in August, how to break. What are the chases? Like how many of each card? What's the print run of this? What's the secret rare? Like all of that was discussed. And any questions that we didn't know, we have a line to the company and can say, what's this? We have their phone numbers and we're texting with them and all this stuff. So like, how many cards are there again? Well, there's this many. How many Arctic foil? All of those conversations were had. There was education around the product, because going live with a product you don't know about is a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for, not selling that well. I don't want to say failure, but like not having the most profitable or being set up the proper way. So knowing the product in and out before you go live, you are then taking on that role of education or teacher when you're on your show, when you're streaming. So, a lot of those conversations happened, but exactly right. And I mean, it's something that part of our service of being in there, what we told Orange Cap is we're going to be teaching these people, you tell us, we will distribute that information and have the conversations with people that need to be had to, again, have them set up for success. So Kakawow's a major win. Saturday Morning Cards is another company that we've brought to our stream and have found excitement from the cards. And they are a company that I think is doing a lot of things right. They're getting some very, very fun, nostalgic brands, Goosebumps, Chuck E. Cheese, some and they've been very communicative with us, and there might be some opportunities there for us to bring to the network. It's a vote of confidence for us because it's To the Moon that's getting some opportunity there. That again, whenever we get an opportunity, we think about how much of this for us, and then we think, what can we do for the network, right? Every product that we intend to buy, we think, okay, what's the play for the network? It's always top of mind because our stream has a ceiling of time.
Mm-hmm.
The network doesn't. It's the ceiling is how much we are able to put into it and how much focus we can give it. So, our goal in 2026 is to be able to bring VFriends into the network in some capacity.
for the streamer network is for complete new streamers to kind of connect to other streamers, to learn from them, to build up, and then also for established streamers to start being part of the seller program that's within the streamer network, to get product at a price that is actually attainable for them, that streaming makes sense for them. Is that kind of correct as a summary of what the streamer network is?
It's for the small to mid-size, the ones that don't have a store, the ones that don't have the connection. We will be the connection.
Yep.
Where do you get your product? I get it from the streamer network. There's this network that gets the product and it's not, you're not buying it from Tops, you're not buying it from Wizards of the Coast or whatever, right? We would be an in between, but it's for the people that can't make those connections because they're not big enough yet, or that's just not what their strong suit is connecting with the companies. We will do that for you. So we're working for them, and yes, we do. Because of that, we have that benefit of being able to go out and get more. And the more people that join, the more power we have to go get more from other companies. And it snowballs into, we are the go-to place for streamers to come to get their product.
How do you get to the streamer network?
network.tothemooncards.com. Hit join. Once you join, there is an application to become a seller. Apply to be a seller. We can't accept everyone. You have to have some experience at this point, but anyone can join, but not everyone can buy at the discounted price yet.